नहमदहु व नुसल्ली अला रसूलिहिल करीम अम्मा बाद फ़अऊज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम रब्बिश्रह ली सदरी व यस्सिर ली अमरी वहलुल उक़दतम मिन लिसानी यफ़क़हू क़ौली Rabbi zidni ilma. In Arabic grammar, knowing the partly flexible words mamnu min al-sarf, first we have to understand the concept of light versus heavy words. If you remember Muslim chart, heavy is a default state of words ending with na sound. To make the word light, na sound is removed off for a reason. And there are two ways in which words in Muslim chart becomes light. If the word ends with the letter na, then this na is dropped off. And if word ends in tanween, double accent, then double accent na sound is replaced with single haraka. Muslimu, muslima, muslimi. Muslimatu, muslimata, muslimati. Muslima, muslimai, muslimai. Muslimata, muslimatai, muslimatai. Muslimu, muslimi, muslimi. Muslimatu, muslimati, muslimati. You have to memorize this light word conjugation. The word with al will not have tanween, like al-muslimu, not al-muslimun. So whenever you see al with light version of a word, then do not take it as a word mamnu min as-sarf. And al has no problem with a word ending with na sound, like al-muslimuna is correct. And do not confuse al with lamut takid. Some words are emphasized by adding la sound. Language is not a matter of a switch on and off. It is a matter of practice. Learn, practice, then you will earn something. When you know about the words with light and heavy concept, then the discussion of flexibility comes. The discussion of flexibility is concerned with words with ending sound of Muslim chart, that are muslimun, musliman, muslimin, muslimatun, muslimatan, muslimatin. These are only words that are concerned with the flexibility matter. Flexibility is of three types: fully flexible words, mu'rab; non-flexible words, mabni. These are previously discussed, and now the third is partly flexible words. Partly flexible words, mamnu min as-sarf, are words that can only display their status in two ways: fatah and dhamma. A partly flexible words also can never take tanween. This type of word takes a single dhamma in rafa form, single fatah in nasab form, and single fatah in jar form. Partly flexible words endings are like Yusufu, Yusufa, Yusufa. Notice that nasab and jar look the same. This also happened in ending combination. Three statuses have two endings. Unlike a non-flexible words, there are times when partly flexible words can be made fully flexible by adding a kasra in the jar form. A partly flexible word can be made fully flexible in two ways. There are two possibilities: by adding al on word or by making it mudaf. If you watched previously in the video about the concept of al and the concept of idafa, then you will understand this concept. The purpose is not to confuse the status of words. Whenever you see fatah, it is not necessarily a nasab status, it can be in jar status. With continuous practice, you can develop your understanding regarding this issue. There is no clear marker for partly flexible words. You will become accustomed to identifying partly flexible word as you will be exposed to more vocabulary. However, there are few categories of partly flexible words we can familiarize ourselves for identification that word might be partly flexible, so it is representing this status. Non-Arab names are partly flexible. Arab names are fully flexible. 4 Arab prophets' names are mentioned in Quran: Shu'aibun, Salihun, Hudun, Muhammadun sallallahu alaihi wasallam. These names are fully flexible. This chart will explain you the partly and fully flexibility of Arab's name and non-Arab's name. And there is some exception to this rule. 3-letter names with sukoon in the middle letter are always fully flexible, even if they are non-Arab names. Second category is feminine names and uniquely masculine names. All feminine names are partly flexible. Masculine names that have no feminine counterpart are also partly flexible. Third category is proper name of places. They are partly flexible, as Makkatu, Makkata, Makkata. And some places have al. In such case, the name is fully flexible. Names of places that are 3 letters with a sukoon in the middle letter are fully flexible, like Adnun, Adnan, Adnin. These charts are derived from Ustad Noman Dream classes. You can learn them in detail from Bayyana app. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilaik. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.